Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Back at the Greater Beckley Gymnasium as they bring the lights back up. They've had the introduction of the lineups, and let's give them to you. Webster County Highlanders with Riley Clevenger, a 6-foot sophomore. Rye Gadd, G-A-double-G. He's a 6'3 senior, scored 25 in their opening win. Raiden Triplett, a sophomore at 6'1", averaging 8. Andrew Hardway got 8 points in the opening game. He's a 6'1 junior. And Dakota Blankenship, a 6'3 junior, got 6 points in the opening win against Roane County. For Greater Beckley, Kendrick Wilson, a sophomore, will go with Caden Smallwood, a senior. Sherlock Padmore is the center. He's a junior at 6'7", got 20 rebounds the other day. And Sean Kejo, a 6'5 senior, along with John Rose, a 6-foot junior. So those are the starters for the Crusaders under head coach Justin Arvin. There's the center jump. And the Crusaders, clad in the home white uniforms, will have the basketball coming to your left. Around the horn they go. They go about 8 deep, the Crusaders do. Smallwood, he was second-team All-State last year.
Webster County starting out in a very aggressive man-to-man defense.
Wilson with it. Where's number 3? Bounce pass in the paint and back out to Wilson. Traveling is the call. The officials, 3 veterans, Jay Rutledge, along with John Mills and Scott Cantley.
Bill, I think I need corrected. They were in a little bit of a matchup zone there to start this contest.
Bob Bolin, who knows his defense. And out-of-bounds play coming to the Crusaders. So we'll go again. Webster County, under Mike Gray in his 6th season, said that they're still learning the kind of personnel they've got, but they expect great things out of this team as the season goes along. Here are the Crusaders, working with Smallwood, wearing number 5 on his white outfit. On the far side, Now they come over here to Rose. Back out and back in against heavy traffic. Padmore. Nope. Padmore again. Yes.
Padmore again, starting off where he left off last game, dominating the boards.
He had 20 rebounds in the game earlier this week against James Monroe and 16 points. And there's a whistle, and the referees, well, John Mills says, yep, we're going to keep it to the Webster County Highlanders.
Yes, Bill, veteran crew here tonight, state tournament crew. These guys always do a good job.
They do indeed. All right, here we go. From the right side, the fadeaway shot not good. And Greater Beckley with it. That's Kedjo. He's a burly 6'5" senior forward for the Crusaders. A lob pass underneath. Padmore knocked away from him, and there's the turnover. Here we come the other way. Clevenger wearing number 20. And another turnover. A little shaky here. Oh, nice pass. And Smallwood. Nope, he didn't get it. I beg your pardon. Rose will get a three.
Rose with a nice long baseball pass to Smallwood, who blew the bunny. Rose said, that's okay, just give me 3 on this deal.
Rose, who scored 24 points earlier in the week, 22 of them in the second half. 3 ball airborne, in and out, tough luck miss, and we'll try the other way to Rose. They got a 3-on-1 break. Well, there's the foul. 2 shots coming here for Kendrick Wilson.
And I can tell early in this game, Mike Gray has to get his team, the Highlanders, to sprint back on defense, or he's going to have to leave a couple off the offensive boards, because 2 minutes and 12 seconds into this contest, Greater Beckley is already into their running game, and this was their 3rd fast break opportunity.
Here's Wilson. He's got it. So it's a 6-0 lead so far for Greater Beckley. That was one thing in the game earlier this week that we broadcast. Greater Beckley and James Monroe, neither team shot well at the line. That one rattles around, no good. Padmore's got it, though. Against a triple team, he's fouled. He'll get 2.
Padmore's a high-energy player, Bill.
Mentioning about the foul shooting, Bob, and you know how important that is. And Greater Beckley in the game earlier that we broadcast, they were only 13 out of 25 at the line as a team.
And still beat the number 1 team in the state by 20. So that's when I told a couple of buddies they didn't seem to share the enthusiasm I have about Greater Beckley. I just thought they looked like world beaters in their first game.
They were very impressive, no doubt about it. Although I must say that after the injury to one of the starters for James Monroe, after Thomas was hurt, then they were working without 2 starters.
That's true, Bill. And you know what? When Greater Beckley goes down there later in the year, whoo, boy. If you were a criminal, you could rob every house in Monroe County. That place will be packed.
6-0 lead for Greater Beckley Christian, and there's the steal. Padmore down the floor, layup good. Kendrick Wilson on a nice fast break, and it's 8-zip.
Kendrick Wilson jumped off of the wrong foot. Look at Greater Beckley with their pressure. Rose again with another steal. Time for a timeout, Bill.
Oh, you better count that. Got to count that one. That was nothing but net from 14 for Rose. And there's a timeout. 5:20 left. 10-0 is the Beckley lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching the Greater Beckley Crusaders on Video Productions.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
Be prepared for your next power outage. Call Childers Enterprises for a new in-home Generac generator.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
And back ready to play basketball. Gadd inbounds. We'll tell you more about him, number 22, in a moment. Boy, in the timeout, though, the head man for Webster County, boy, he was reading the riot act to his troops. And if you guys can't get it done, I'll play somebody who can. Here's a long three, airborne, and there it is. That's Gadd. He is close to 1,000 points for his career. Greater Beckley foul.
Yeah, Gadd has a tremendous jump shot, Bill. As we take a look at the little general instant replay, look at Gadd's range. Gadd deep, knocks down the three.
First name is Rye, R-Y-E. Last name is Gadd, G-A-D-D. And you're going to know that name. 6'3" and a senior, got 25 in their opening game. He's got the ball right now. Smallwood on him. To the corner, a tray. Nope. Rebound Highlanders, and now it's a scrum under the basket. And it'll go out to the Crusaders.
Yeah, Coach Mike Gray just didn't like how his team was competing early in the game. And if you're not going to compete with Greater Beckley, you're going to get blown out of the gym.
Yeah, you don't want to get too deep a hole, that's for sure. It's 10-3 right now.
And
yeah, Bob, when you were coaching, did you sometimes have to get your players' attention?
Sometimes. It really wasn't that many times because they just put somebody else in. And they kind of realized, hey, that's it for my playing time. He's out of bounds. Right?
Cajo stepped out of bounds. Good call by referee John Mills. And they'll inbound right close to our broadcast location. In they come to Gadd. Around the pick. Gadd is the man. He tipped around just a little bit. That's Kyle McMillan, number 44, into the ball game. And Lechner is also in there. Layup blocked, and will come the other way. This is Wilson. Rose, back to Wilson, to the corner. Now in close, Padmore. Juggles, and he was a little bit out of sync there, and a bad pass. And will come the other way.
Great defense by Webster County. Good help, and then they helped the helper.
Leaklighter tried the 28-footer, and that wasn't going to go. But, oh, there's Gadd, almost a steal. And they're playing a little bit more intensely, the Highlanders. Smallwood layup. Oh, yeah, that was pretty.
He gave him no okey-doke, Bill. Shake to the right, spin. Well, he didn't spin, just drove, and right side finished with the left hand. Not an easy thing to do.
That messed, that snowbird he messed up earlier, that made up for it.
Yes, it did.
12-3 lead. Another long ball is there for Gadd. Whoa.
Yeah.
NBA range. Smallwood couldn't get it. Padmore gets for the rebound, and let's see what the whistle has.
We got this instant replay here. Oh, that was the move earlier by Smallwood. Gadd made a beautiful three there. Smallwood was on him. Well, Smallwood sprinted to the ball side corner, and Gadd went to the opposite side, and his coaching staff and everybody was yelling at him. He should have sprinted back with Smallwood and stopped that shot. So just a little thing there that the bench noticed, and I don't think that'll happen again. Got away with it. Didn't cost him a bucket.
Here's Gadd. They're going to double team him, and there's the steal.
Ooh.
And a foul. Foul on Judy, just into the ball game for the Crusaders. Michael Judy, a 6'4" junior.
Yeah, I think Justin Arvon. I have a few about that one. I think Justin Arvon thought that was clean.
Coaches always think those steals are clean, huh? Under 3 minutes left, 12-6 here in the first quarter. We got a late start because the JV game went long, and boy, it was a great one. That'll still remain with the Highlanders. 47-43, Greater Beckley won the opening game here this afternoon. All right.
Greater Beckley in their typical half-court man-to-man defense. They will press when they get the chance. Good move.
McMillan couldn't get it to go.
You know what that was, Bill? That was a $50 move with a 5-cent finish. Great move, but didn't finish.
Even with inflation, it didn't work. Smallwood is fouled. Or is there a time?
Yeah, I think they got 20. Clevenger with a hand check. Rule of emphasis this year, Bill, if you put 2 on them, they're going to blow it immediately. If you hand check with 1, they'll let you touch them if you pull it off. But if you touch with 2, instant foul.
Here's Wilson. Wilson working the point. Miko Robinson wearing number 4 just into the ball game right in front of us, and it'll go out to the Crusaders. All of the players have the word nation written on the backs of their uniforms.
Call that the GBC Nation. That's what they refer to themselves as, and their fan base.
All right. We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. You know, in talking to Mike Gray, the Webster County coach, and talking about how large the county is, he said not even 10,000 people live in Webster County, but they have such great rapport for the Highlander basketball program. He said you can find most of them at the gym whenever there's a home game.
Well, Bill, 2 years ago, Webster County's undefeated team, now you think, there were 3 classes that year. So single A's definitely the smallest class. The biggest crowd in the Charleston Civic Center wasn't even close. It was the Webster County Highlanders. They put a show on. It was tremendous to watch.
And they put some people in the stands here this afternoon. Made the trip from Upper Glade.
I'll tell you what, Greater Beckley has such a great reputation. I mean, they've been top 5 team in the state for 7-8 years now.
Judy tried a 3, set shot didn't work, but Greater Beckley keeps control. Here's Wilson, slicing and dicing and banking home the shot.
Boy, he hangs in the air, puts it in. Justin Arvon's doing a great job here. He was a longtime assistant for Brian Helton, who was one of the top coaches in the state for years here at Greater Beckley.
Second year for Arvon. He was 8-8 last year in that crazy year with COVID.
Wow. We're taking a look at the instant replay. Hanging in the air, drawing the contact. Sweet kiss off the board.
Turnaround one-hander way off the mark, and it'll be out to Greater Beckley.
And Gadd at 6'3" had Rose at 5'10" or 5'11" on him. No need for a jump hook there. You turn around on the little guy and shoot it right over him. And when Gadd's an all-state player, you know, that was just an offensive mistake. And when he watches the tape, he'll agree with that. You're a scorer. When you get a mismatch in the post, you just turn and put it in the basket on him.
Judy to Smallwood. Smallwood tries to work against the triple team, and it's blocked. Ill-advised shot that time, and here we come the other way. Triplet, in and out. Still fighting for the ball. Greater Beckley's got it. Robinson in traffic and traveling.
And he did. Okay, Greater Beckley, when they have that 3-guard tandem, well, they really have 4 of them. I mean, they have Wilson, Smallwood, Rose, and Miko Robinson. And any combination of those 4 guys in the 3-guard spot gives Greater Beckley a tremendous advantage on the quickness factor.
Gadd gets it up to Clevenger, and a foul.
And I hate to agree with them every time, but Jay Rutledge right on it. I mean, they'll keep this game under control. You're not going to get away with reaches and smacks. You're going to have to play fundamentally sound defense.
This refereeing crew worked a game in Pocahontas County last night, but there's still a spring in their step.
Oh, look at that jumper. Good-looking jumper Gadd has. Even when he misses, it looks good.
Whoa, nice defense, and there's the foul. And the foul is on Kedjo, his first.
Now you look, and you got the feeling that Webster County's playing right with Greater Beckley, but you look up there and it's 14-6, and that's strictly because of that 10-0 smack in the face out of the gate that Greater Beckley put on Webster County.
Yeah, the Crusaders in the first 3 minutes of this game really came out guns blazing. And now the Highlanders have gotten back into it. Give and go underneath. Oh, my. Should have had it.
Yeah, great pass by Gadd. Just a little miss on the bunny.
Judy, a 3.
That's a 5-point turnaround, Bill. Missing the close one on one end. Greater Beckley knocking in the 3. Judy, the big fella, with a sweet left-handed jumper.
That's the longest lead of 11 right now. And we're down to 20 seconds left in the quarter. Rose can't handle the pass.
As we take a look at this instant replay, on the left side, Judy with his feet set knocks it down.
And our thanks to Little General for sponsoring the instant replays. We talked to Charles S. Houck, Little General PR man, he always has something to say, Bob.
Never at a loss for words.
Yeah.
And when everybody knows what the S stands for, you know he can communicate. Charles Stewart Houck. One of the good guys, and boy, he is a sports fanatic.
You got that right. We'll talk about his tournament in a little while. Meantime, let's go to Webster County and see what they've got in mind. At the buzzer, the shot by McMillan missed. So we played one quarter here in Prosperity. It's Greater Beckley 17, Webster County 6. We'll be back in a minute on Video Productions.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent.
Glad to have you back. This is Bill O'Brien along with Coach Bob Boland. We're ready for the second quarter with Greater Beckley leading 17-6. And the Crusaders with 5 points out of Wilson, 5 points from John Rose leading the way. And for Webster County, they're 2 long balls from Gadd, the only points they've been able to gather in so far. So it'll be an inbounds play for the Highlanders of Webster County. The black and red of the Highlanders. Through a double team. Let's try the quarter shot. Not this time. Judy's got it. He's fouled. So the burly forward for the Crusaders, Michael Judy, a 6'4 junior. You don't mess with him. Yeah, he is physical.
Yes, he does. And Rygad, all-state player. Clevenger missed that 3. Rygad made the right play, and the first thing Gadd does, going back down the court, give him 5, keep the young sophomores' confidence handed. Watch Greater Beckley against this matchup zone. They're running Rose off of a double pick.
Rose from the baseline, and a whistle stops the action.
Yeah, Rose has really good elevation on that mid-range jumper, able to draw the foul there.
As we mentioned earlier in the week against James Monroe, Rose scored 24, 22 of those in the second half of play. But his foul shooting deserted him in that game. Let's see what he's got going now. You know he's been practicing. And he's got it.
And, Bill, we take a look at that. Watch the elevation, Rose elevation hit on the shooting arm.
Foul was called on Sandifer. Rose again. Good again. 7 points, the leadoff scoring John Rose, and it's a 19-6 advantage. This is the longest Greater Beckley lead.
Well, Greater Beckley's defense has been tremendous. They switch a lot of picks, they keep ball pressure, and then they come in to block shots, and Judy getting the foul called on him on that one as 44, Kyle McMillan gets to go to the line for 2.
6'3" and a sophomore, so Coach Mike Gray trying to get some players in there that can get things rolling. We told you about number 4, Leak Lighter. That's how he pronounces it. That shot's no good. So McMillan will get another opportunity.
And we have Oak Hill's coach, Tez Jackson, but leaving the game at the 8 minute. I guess he's seen enough. He's got him coming up and got him sneaking out of here early. I just tell on him, hey, And that would be, if I was Greater Beckley and I saw this tape, I'd say, boy, he only watched a quarter. Unless he has a 5 o'clock game, he only watched a quarter, guys. Oak Hill, hey, they've had some good games early so far this season. I believe Tez is building that program back up the way it used to be.
And you know, Coach, a lot of people say, yeah, you've got practice sessions, you've got games, but people don't know about the scouting. Here's Rose from back of the free throw line. He's got 2 more.
Rose has a tremendous mid-range jumper because of his elevation.
21-6. Let's try Trey. There it is. And so the basket for Triplet.
Triplet with the 3. That's pretty good. Triplet with the tray, Bill.
He's living up to his name. Padmore. Kedjo, and I think he traveled. He sure did.
Yeah, as we go back down to the other end. And feet set, Triplet for the triple.
Boy, Greater Beckley had a 21-6 lead. Now it's 21-9. So the Highlanders need some points, and here's the man to do it.
And
this is Gadd. Gets around Smallwood. Gadd for the leaner, banks it in. Nicely done. He's got 8, and it's a 10-point lead for the Crusaders.
Strong move by Ryan Gadd. The defense of Greater Beckley has been tremendous so far, holding a good Webster County team to 11 points so far.
Rose tries the bank, and it's open on a Saturday afternoon. John Rose is taking control.
How many is that for him, Bill?
It's 11.
11?
11 already.
Oh, I tell you what, you take the second half last week at 22 and the first half of this week 11.
And there's Gadd. Gadd says, not on my watch. I'm going to try to get us back into it. 10 points for him.
Things heating up a little bit here in the GBC gym.
Got a nice crowd this afternoon. This game was originally a night game, and they moved it to now, and people have responded by filling the seats. Wilson, in and out, tough luck miss. Follow up off the iron, and rebound followed up by Rose, and he'll go to the line.
I'll tell you what, the MVP of this first half, without a doubt, has been John Rose. The little guy, smallest, no, maybe second smallest on the court, and they're battling with the big guys. I think everybody, when they're 5'9" to 6 foot, they say 6 foot. Yeah, I'll say that. But, I mean, Rose in there battling with the big fellas. Let's take a look, Bill, the little general replay. Look at Rose, 1 time, 2 times. Look at him battling the big guys, strong. Hey, he is one tough cookie.
And there were 2 or 3 defenders there, and Rose wasn't afraid at all.
I mean, that's how his daddy played. His daddy banged with the big guys. Now, his dad didn't have the jumper that the young boy has. I tell it like it is. He scored 30, but he was a driver and a hang-in-there kind of guy. His kid has a better mid-range jumper. Dad might have been a little bigger.
Rose making both foul shots, and it's a 12-point lead. And the ball is out of bounds to Greater Beckley.
And who calls that? Rose. Rose with the defensive pressure calls that turnover. He's doing it on both ends of the court.
Here's Wilson working the point. Picked up by Gadd, now over here. Now underneath. Oh, Kedjo open to score, the 6'5" senior.
Caden Smallwood with the look and the great delivery.
Gadd, off-balance shot, not quite. Here come the Crusaders down the floor. Oh, whoa. How did he put the brakes on? There's Wilson to score.
And he put those brakes on, Bill, but that back foot slid. And referee John Mills coming in on it, calling the travel.
5 minutes even left till halftime. And a 27-13 advantage for Greater Beckley. They have looked really good this afternoon. Smallwood against Gadd. Boy, what a matchup. Underneath, tipped around, and a foul. See who it's called. Number 3, that's Wilson's first.
And then we got James Long, the head coach at West Virginia Tech, coming to the gym on an off day for them, checking out these Greater Beckley players, and also, I'm sure, checking out Ryan Gadd also.
Hardway at the line, no good. Foul shooting for the Highlanders has not been good. But Webster keeps control. In close. And McMillan will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and that's just, Padmore hasn't played a lot of basketball, Bill. And he's so aggressive, and he's getting so much better. He was a JV player at Greater Beckley last year, and that play right there, that shows a little bit of his inexperience. Okay.
It's no good. McMillan 0 for 3, foul shooting, the 6'3 sophomore.
As we look at the little general replay, a little bit late there, Ladmore coming over. He should have went straight up with 2 hands, and he swatted down.
14-point lead for Greater Beckley. Another one. Nope. Foul shooting has been a problem for the Highlanders this afternoon. Wilson stopping, popping. Nope. Oh, look at that rebound. Oh, that's the Big Timbers. And that time, Smallwood couldn't get it to go. Just too many black shirts around him. Gadd from 3, too strong. Rebound off to the Highlanders, and there is a whistle stopping the action.
And a held ball. Yeah. 25. Sandifer brought that ball down between his legs, and easy place for the Greater Beckley Crusaders to get a jump ball.
And Bob, as a coach, so many kids, when they get a rebound, they want to bring it down. It's just a natural instinct.
Yeah. And,
all right.
And, Bill, that nation on the back, you know how like the Georgia football has the Bulldog Nation, and that's where the GBC Nation comes in. They have a loyal following. The former players are always at practice. Brian Helton built a tremendous program here.
Ezell Carmichael is wearing number 14. Rose back out front to Wilson. Wilson layup. He's fouled.
And
he was not afraid, Coach, to go to the hoop.
Oh, no, he's not. And that foul right there on 44, that was on McMillan. And when we take a look, McMillan, he came in with his hands straight up, Bill, but his momentum of his body was going forward and created the contact. And then they look at everybody, my hands are straight up. Players do that all the time. And as we take a look at that, he comes in hands straight up, but watch his body. His body is still going into the offensive player, so that is a blocking call. So great job there getting to our instant replay, and the instant replay never lies, Bill.
I love instant replay here, and we thank Little General for their sponsorship. Both foul shots good by Wilson, and this is the longest lead now, 16. And a steal again. Down the floor, watch out, Ezell. Bank shot, got it. Oh, nice play by Carmichael, the 6'2 senior.
Well, you see him use the ball fake. Justin Arbon doing a great job teaching these young guys fundamentals. Gadd just strictly on dedication, heart, fight in him, able to get that second shot opportunity and get to the free throw line.
Gadd has hit 2 long ones and 2 short ones, a total of 10 points, 6'3", and a senior. The big gun for Webster County. Gadd will get a couple, and he's got it. That's his 11th point. He got 25 in their opening win against Roane County. And as we mentioned, he's close to 1,000 for his career, and they said when that happens, they're going to stop the game and acknowledge that.
And we just took a look at that replay. Gadd just really fighting strong, getting a free throw opportunity.
There's the steal. Highlanders, bad pass again, and out of bounds to the Highlanders. Webster County gets it. They need points. They've scored only 14, and we've only got 3-2-1 left in the first half. To the baseline. Layup blocked. Nice block. Here's Rose. Up the floor, Wilson. Oh, what a layup. Kendrick Wilson scores.
Kendrick Wilson has a unique ability to hang in the air and finish at the rim. A great finisher for such a small guard.
And he's only a sophomore. He's got 9 points already. Reverse layup wouldn't go down for Gadd. Down the floor, Wilson. Well, I think he stepped on the end line. He did. He had a teammate trailing the play. So it'll be an inbounds play. Let's check Clevenger.
Oh, Wilson on the hang in the air on the instant replay.
Very
Boy,
nice.
hang in the air. Look like you in your prime, Bill. That little scoop, baby.
My prime had a microphone involved.
And it's obvious mine didn't. You got that super voice, Bill. I can talk about basketball a little bit, but love doing games with you. You got that voice, and you paint that picture of exactly what's going on.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. But I'll tell you, the video here takes care of business. There's Gadd.
Gadd, that sweet jumper, mid-range game. Gadd's going to be a good college basketball player.
He's got 13 of their 16 points. Oh, a nice jump shot that time by Carmichael, his second bucket.
Greater Beckley taking what the defense gives them. They're sitting in that matchup zone. The middle is what's open. Greater Beckley doing a great job as Gadd is starting to heat up, Bill.
There's Gadd again. 35-18, a 17-point lead as we approach 2 minutes left in the half. Carmichael, nope, that didn't work. Rebound off to Webster County, and Gadd will bring the ball up the floor. He needs some help from his teammates. He'll try a tray. Nope. Rebound fought for. Follow up, no good. Follow up again, no good. And this rebound comes down to Arvon into the ball game. Braylon Arvon, a 5'11 senior, the coach's kid.
Greater Beckley taking a little break from this up and down action.
Carmichael keeps it. Oh, nice jackknife layup try. He missed it, but he fouled.
Yeah, not a smart foul. 70 feet from the basket, putting a great free throw shooter at the line. Now, that's things that you learn from. Greater Beckley up 17 right now. May not hurt them right now, but down the road somewhere, I like to say, Bill, dumb loses a lot more than smart wins. So making a foul as we take a look at the replay. These 80 feet from missed the layup, great move, but right here, you don't reach 80 feet from the basket. You sprint back and play defense.
Gadd, the only thing he's not been able to do well is shoot free throws. He scored 13.
And that's not common. They're usually a great free throw shooter. What is he tonight?
Now he's 2 out of 4.
Yeah, not up to his standards.
Cujo. Oh, that was pretty.
Nice jump hook by Cujo. Great body control.
Got about a minute to play in the half. That shot blocked by Cujo. Well, I'll tell you what, you got to like Greater Beckley on both ends of the floor.
Yes, you do, Bill. Cujo showing the same energy as Padmore. And when you have high energy big men, it makes the game so much easier.
Leaklighter gets the ball in. From the corner, that's an air ball, and here they come. Cujo will bring it up the floor. Rose stopping, popping, nope, short, and back out it goes. Smart play that time.
Oh, nice
underneath.
pass.
Oh, what a play to Robinson to score.
Cujo, big smile. The big man with the sweet assist.
20-point lead. Just about a half minute left. Layup, bank shot, good by Gadd.
Gadd did a tremendous job of avoiding the charge. And a lot of times if you take it in the chest, it's a charge. But when you clip off of that shoulder, no foul. Good no call by the officials.
Smallwood shut down. Go for the last shot of the half with a big lead. Greater Beckley and a whistle stopping the action.
Yeah, just overly aggressive by Licklider. Will put a good free throw shooter, Smallwood, at the line. Not what you want to do, but at least in this case, now at least for Webster County, they'll get the last opportunity to score.
Smallwood has been held to 2 points this afternoon. There's his third. He got 14 in the opening game, or at least the game earlier this week that we did against James Monroe. Smallwood, 6 foot and a senior, and that one missed.
Oh, another one.
Another foul.
Again, Cujo, he's being aggressive, but, time, momentum, all of that goes into your decision making. 8 seconds to go in the half, the other team gets the rebound, and you don't want to foul there. And, that's 2 fouls on the big guy that are 90, or well, this is a high school 72 feet away from the basket. And this, Coach Arvon, a good teaching moment, has him over there right now, and I'm sure he's explaining that to him. And what he's probably saying, Bill, didn't I explain that to you about 3 minutes ago when you had the fouls? As we take a look at it again.
McMillian makes the first foul shot after missing his first 4. Another one, a lot of arc to it, and that one brings rain and brings a point. 40-23. This will be the last shot of the half. Robinson up closer to Smallwood. Smallwood puts it up, blocked, out of bounds at the buzzer. And that's the end of a Greater Beckley first half. All Crusaders.
And that was McMillan there on the block shot there at the end of the first half. And as you said, Bill, 40-23, all Crusaders. I agree with you.
We'll be back. We'll recap the half. We'll have individual and team stats coming up. But first, we remind you, you're watching basketball at its best. Brought to you by Video Productions.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent.
And we're back at halftime at the Greater Beckley Christian Gymnasium in Prosperity, where the Crusaders got off to a 10-0 start in the first 3 minutes of the ball game. They have a big lead here at intermission, 40-23. After that 10-0 lead, they advanced it to 12-3 in the second quarter. After a 17-6 lead at the end of the first quarter, they advanced it to 21-7, 31-13, and now 40-23 here at intermission. Well, Coach Bolin, your thoughts on the first half as I add up some stats?
Well, Bill, Greater Beckley came out the first 3 minutes and just smacked Webster County right in the mouth, a 10-0 lead. And, since that time, it's been a 7-point game. But that is hard to come out. That's like back in the old days, Mike Tyson throwing a haymaker early, and you take it on the chin and you get up and you're able to continue, but you're in the hole. And Webster County's had a hard time digging out of that hole. And, Greater Beckley can come at you with so many different ways. When they substitute and go to their bench, it doesn't hurt them. They share the basketball, and they play great defense. So with Greater Beckley doing those three things, another top 5 matchup in this gym that Greater Beckley is totally dominating. And, that looks like it's how it's going to be. But, there's still games in other people's gym. Greater Beckley's pretty good in this gymnasium.
You got that right. Let's give you the unofficial individual totals for Webster County. Rye Gadd has 18 of their 23 points. He hit 7 from the floor, including 2 long balls, 2 of 4 foul shooting. Gadd with 18.
Bill, I got to jump in on you there. Can you imagine not having a great first half and having 18?
That's amazing.
I've never been able to do that now. 18, wow. Okay, the kid's an all-state player, and 18 of the 23, and I just really enjoy watching him.
He's good. Raiden Triplett had a long ball for 3, and Kyle McMillan came off the bench to score 2. That's been it. For Greater Beckley, again, they had a bunch of people in the scoring column. Kendrick Wilson has 9 points, 3 fielders, and 3 of 4 foul shooting. But the main man has been John Rose. 4 field goals, 1 from downtown, 4 of 4 foul shooting. Rose with 13. The rest of the scoring, Miko Robinson has 2. Caden Smallwood has been held to 3. Sherlock Padmore, the center, has been held to a pair of points. Cajo with 4. Michael Judy had a long ball for 3. And Azelle Carmichael off the bench to score 4. So that's it. 13 for Rose and 9 for Wilson, leading the way individually for Greater Beckley. As a team, the Crusaders hit 15 field goals, 2 of them from downtown, 8 of 12 foul shooting. And for Webster County, 8 field goals, 3 of them were long balls, and 4 of 11 foul shooting. And that totals up to 40-23 Greater Beckley. We'll be back and we'll recap more here in this first half, but let's take a look at messages from some of our sponsors. You're watching Greater Beckley and Webster County on Video Productions.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatscity.com.
Welcome to Allstate. You already paid for car insurance. Why not take your home along for the ride? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Call a local agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
We are Northside Automotive. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are your home for 8 incredible car brands in Summersville: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Take a ride on the North Side where everybody rides. Northside Automotive, Route 19 in Summersville. Online at northsidewv.com. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are Northside Automotive.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
Everything we do is in search of more go. We go. So it goes. So you can go.
At Childers Enterprises, your comfort is our business. We're always on the go. Childers Enterprises is your train comfort specialist in Southern West Virginia. Choose train and feel pretty comfortable in your home.
Make that one call to Childers Enterprises for your free estimate.
It's hard to stop a train.
Both teams are finishing their warm-ups, and we're just about ready to start the third quarter here. Greater Beckley 40, Webster County 23. And taking a look at the individual fouls, nobody in foul trouble except for Michael Judy for the Crusaders. He's got 3 personals. Nobody else in foul trouble. Well, Coach Bolin has been out and about during the commercial break. Did you see anything of interest?
Hey, the person that's at every game in Raleigh County, Kanawha County, Marshall game, Sam Hall, he's at every game.
Yeah.
He's still talking about the JV game where the wrong guy shot the free throw. He's still upset about it.
Oh, well, that'll happen. By the way, the JVs, Greater Beckley, it was a back-and-forth game all afternoon, and GBC won 47-43 over Webster County. But, in talking to the Highlanders head coach Mike Gray, he said, hey, look, we've got talent, and we've got some real talent coming up on the JVs. He said, we're going to be good. We just have to find out who's going to step up. And, in fact, he challenged his kids when they got down 10-0. He called the timeout, and he was yelling at them, said, I want to see somebody who wants to play, and if not, we'll put somebody else in. And they started playing. But really, when it gets down to it, Coach, Rye Gadd with 18 of the 23 points, they got to get somebody to help him out.
They do. And back to Mike Gray, he won a state championship. He had an undefeated team. His son was a tremendous player on that team who went to West Virginia Wesleyan to play basketball. He knows the game. He knows how to teach it, and he knows what he's seeing. And guess what, Bill? You know exactly what you're seeing. Somebody's got to help that young man out. 18 out of the 23. He's got to get – and he's sharing the ball.
Yeah.
It's not like he didn't take an abundance of shots. And, he scored 80% of his team's points, but he hasn't taken but 50% of their shots. So got to get some help, Bill. And as far as the Crusaders, the ball's moving. They're sharing it. They have a good inside-out game, and they're playing good defense. Can't ask for much more than that.
Greater Beckley, no changes in their starters. Kendrick Wilson, Caden Smallwood, Sherlock Padmore, the center, John Rose, and Sean Cajo. And the black-clad Highlanders from Webster County have the basketball. Here's the main man, number 22. He bounce passes it in close, and there's going to be a foul.
Ooh,
and the foul is on Wilson, his second.
Close. Let's see what he puts that on there. Let's watch that one, Bill. Yep, on Wilson. That was a close call. All right, Bill, help me out. And I know how you've been around the block, and you know I hit you every game. You ready? You ready for this one?
Whip it on me. First, there's the foul shot that
what
went home for Dakota Blankenship.
What is a Highlander?
Somebody who lives on a hill.
Okay.
Another one up, and not good.
I've always wondered that. There's a few teams nicknamed the Highlanders.
Including Huntington. Used to be Huntington East.
And so that's it. When they're up on the hill, there you go. Oh!
Ouch.
And
my goodness.
Oh, he was getting ready to dunk that. And look at the wet spot on the floor still. One missed dunk on a slip and another dunk on the other end. Oh, my goodness, Bill.
Wow.
Let's take a look at that. Right there. Both feet just went out getting ready for the dunk. And the ball goes to the other end of the core. And Padmore slams it home.
Padmore with his second bucket of the day. And, right there where the slip was where we had the player injury earlier in the week with James Monroe when Cameron Thomas was injured. And, boy, that was a scary moment then and a scary moment now.
Yeah, I didn't see somebody fall there a minute ago to create that spot.
No.
I mean, I must have just overlooked it.
Somebody's sweating. They need a little secret.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Maybe some Axe.
Oh. Yeah, so I like the Highlander. I wondered that. I figured, I didn't know, so I figured you would definitely know. So Webster County Highlanders, I bet the high school's up on a big hill.
It's got to be. But, also it comes from Scotland, the Highlanders. And I think that's where Huntington East and now Huntington High, where they got it. They used to wear the kilts and the plaid green. Yeah. But anyway, we're off the subject.
Yeah.
Speaking of Webster County and their nickname Highlanders, one of the things Webster County is known for is hardwoods. And we were talking to Coach Mike Gray and talking to Keith Thompson, who was the radio voice of Greater Beckley. And he said, I've done broadcasts at Webster County, and it's a great place to do a game. And Coach Gray was saying, yeah, we didn't used to have. He said, we're the hardwood capital of the state, and we used to have the rubberized court.
Hey, Bill, when you get things like that, you and Mark Martin know things other people don't. I hit him on the Marshall game to give me mascots that don't end in an S. And we were watching the Thundering Herd. And that was one. Well, the next game we do, he has a sheet of paper. He said, okay, there are 13 mascots in college in the United States that don't end in an S. Had all 13 of them.
Well, you do Marshall games, and I'll give you some trivia in a moment when we get another break. All right, here we go. Highlanders with the shot from outside, no, and there's Padmore knocked out of bounds to Greater Beckley. You got to like the hustle, though, of Dakota Blankenship for Webster County.
Yes, and they're playing. Oh, Webster County has tough. I mean, you saw the hard fall Gadd took. Did he lay? No, he bounced up. That was a hard fall, especially when you think you're getting ready to dunk the ball and you end up on both elbows.
Smallwood to Cajo. He's number 20. Wilson to Rose, and boy, you got to count that. That's automatic.
It is, and that's a hard shot. The art of the mid-range shot, kids don't practice them like they used to, and Rose has a terrific mid-range jumper.
He's got 15 points. Oh, nice shot on the other end.
Clevenger, the sophomore, you could tell he's a good player. Gadd was trying to get him going early in the game.
Cajo from 3 off the side. 44-26 with 6.5 to play in the third quarter.
Oh, what a
pass. Follow-up blocked out of bounds to the Highlanders. Boy, though, I hope we've got that on instant replay, Bob.
Oh, I'm sure we do.
There it is.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the left-handed zip pass, and the big fella Padmore said, get that stuff out of here. I mean, if you're going to come in there on Padmore, you better go above the rim. And no foul, great block. Scott Cantley there, the referee, he looks pretty good with that dust mop.
Yeah, he's got other skills.
Yeah, he's doing all right with it. The only thing he's doing, though, he's not really he's getting the sweat up, but he's leaving the dust. But when they do that at the college game, it's more of a rubberized type of broom that they get the sweat up with.
I wonder if Scott does windows. From the corner, the shot no good that time by Triplett.
Oh!
Whoa,
you see the big man.
This. Oh, gee. Too nice. Wilson scoring, and it's a 20-point game again.
Padmore with the guard skills on the pass.
Nice layup. That's the man, Gadd. Gadd with 20.
I am sure Gadd will catch the eye of James Long, the head coach of West Virginia Tech that's in the gym today.
Smallwood missing from outside. And here comes Webster County. From 3. That's good. Count it for Triplett, his second tray.
Yeah, Triplett has a good-looking 3. Nice catch-and-shoot guy. Feet set, knocks it down.
Kendrick Wilson, the big man, working outside. To the quarter it goes. Smallwood. He's been held pretty much in check today. Trying to pass it over to Rose, but instead it's intercepted. Webster County, just in time. Nice pass. Triplett again, good again.
That wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. One of the ugliest fast breaks, the ball going here, there, but Triplett gets those feet set and knocks it down for a 12-point game.
Yeah, now they're back in it. From Trey Land, that's no good by Wilson. Follow up, blocked. And here come the Highlanders. They're back in this one. They were down by 20 just a minute ago. I think he had the shot had he taken it, Gadd. Gadd again, boy, he is clobbered. He is hammered into the hardwood.
Yeah, what a job of Gadd drawing the foul, getting the defender out of position. Padmore doesn't think he fouled, but Gadd did a good job of getting the defender in the air and drawing the contact.
Second foul on Sherlock Padmore for Greater Beckley.
Take a look, left-handed dribble, gets him in the air and out of position, draws the body contact, just like you teach it.
Rye Gadd, who has 20 points, including 2 of 4 foul shooting, will toe the line here after we get some more of the perspiration up off the court.
Well, now, Bill, you're play-by-play and I'm the analyst. And you come up at halftime and say Webster County is playing good half. They'd be right in here if somebody can help Gadd. What's happened? I think somebody Triplets hit 3 threes, so he's got some help. And they've cut the lead down from 17 to 12 with a possibility to get it to 10 on this trip to the line. So you're right on the money there, partner.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just listening to you.
Right on it. Now, in the other games when Greater Beckley, when somebody would cut into the lead, it was Padmore who would start dominating on the glass. Now he's in foul trouble. Let's see who picks it up for GBC.
Smallwood tries to pass to Rose. Rose can't hang on to it. And the Highlanders wind up with it. A 10-point lead. It was 20. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Watch out. Here comes Webster County. Short shot, no. Follow up, no. Gadd again. Here he comes. Watch out. He's not there. And it's out of bounds to the Highlanders.
A lot of contact in there. Both teams getting after it. They better get that sweat up again. I saw 2 or 3 hit the deck there.
Greater Beckley's only been held to 6 points midway through this third quarter. This has been a long quarter. And now we've got more perspiration wipe-up time and a timeout. Timeout on the court. A 46-36 game. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is that first sip when you taste the peppermint chip pieces. It's like catching snowflakes on your tongue, and it just feels like the holiday season has begun.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. It tastes like it's just the top of the line peppermint.
And we're back. We apologize for our technical problems. We've got 2 minutes and 14 left in the third quarter. And here's Gadd shooting the trays. Got it. Yeah. Well, you haven't missed a whole lot while you were gone.
Yeah,
we had a field goal from Wilson for Greater Beckley. 0 for 2 at the foul line for Greater Beckley. Here's a layup by Gadd again. Oh, my goodness. Gadd is taking this one under control.
Yeah, Greater Beckley went on a 5-0 run. It was 49-38, and we come back here, and Gadd just starts off. I think Gadd waited for the camera to come back on, Bill.
I think you're exactly right. So we've got an 11-point game with 1:44 left, and Gadd is lit up the scoreboard. Again, we apologize for our problems. I thought it was just on radio all those years, but when you're dealing with internet, you never know what can happen. Yeah. So we thank you for your indulgence.
Andrew Bolin, our producer here, for that to go completely offline and only miss a minute and 45 seconds of action. That was a pretty good job there.
By the way, 2 foul shots also from Smallwood. Other scoring. Laying up and in, good by Hardaway. And all of a sudden, it's a 9-point lead, single-digit lead for Greater Beckley. Robinson gets it in closer. Now Smallwood from 3, and he's got it.
Smallwood, a tremendous long-range shooter, and Padmore with the nice inside-out assist.
That was a big bucket.
Big bucket, Bill.
A minute to go, third quarter. Oh, what a play. Wow. Oh, my goodness. And a little extra body English that time by Gadd.
That was tremendous defense on Gadd, just better offense.
10-point game. Cajo had the layup, but he decided to pass it out to teammates. Wilson, Smallwood from 3, got it.
Caden Smallwood, when the game's on the line, he steps up. Well, they say, Bill, the cream always rises to the top. Here, Smallwood didn't have a great game. Look at the instant replay here. Smallwood relocating. When they drove the ball, Smallwood found the seam, relocated, knocked down the 3.
He has scored 8 points here in the last couple of minutes when Webster County had cut it to single digits. Smallwood with 2 long balls and 2 for 2 foul shooting. So it's a 13-point lead for the home team. He'll try another one.
I say they can't leave that guy.
And there's Padmore to follow it up and in.
Every time this year somebody's got close, Padmore has started dominating the paint.
62-47.
Greater Beckley better get ready to help on Gadd.
Gadd misses. That's one of the few misses in the quarter. Wow, what a quarter it was. Greater Beckley had a 20-point lead. It was reduced to 9, and it's back to 15. We've got one period to go here at the gymnasium at Greater Beckley Christian School. We'll be back in a minute on Video Productions.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
We are Northside Automotive. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are your home for 8 incredible car brands in Summersville: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Take a ride on the North Side where everybody rides. Northside Automotive, Route 19 in Summersville. Online at northsidewv.com. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are Northside Automotive.
Webster County star player Rye Gadd has 30 points, 12 of those in the third quarter. But Greater Beckley had their big gun, Caden Smallwood, to come through at crunch time, and we're ready to play ball. 8 more minutes left. Here's Coach Bob Boland.
Well, Bill, that's what you said. You know, he had all of them but 5 the first half, and now he has 30, but the rest of his teammates have 17 now. So a big difference in the third quarter for them. But Greater Beckley, they're just able to fight off whatever storm anybody throws at them. And right there's the king of the mid-range J, baby.
Oh, look at John Rose.
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, right there is one of the best mid-range shooters in the state of West Virginia. He's so calm shooting it. He has great elevation. That's a big-time mid-range jumper.
Watch out for Gadd. That one wouldn't go, and Padmore's outlet pass is intercepted by Gadd. He missed the reverse layup, and will come the other way. Cujo with it. And he loses the handle on it. Will come this way. Here's a snowbird. Wow.
I was worried about Gadd there. The last dunk he went through, he fell down. That's his 1,000th point on a slam dunk like that. Boy, that is tremendous. And the Greater Beckley crowd, along with Webster County, giving him a standing ovation. Let's take a look at his 1,000th point, Bill. Gadd plants the feet, slams it home for 1,000. Bill, you got to take this over. Look out here at half court.
That's so nice. So nice. That's his coach there on your left.
It is 1,000.
Mike Gray, who is a native of Webster County. So he's coached these guys since they were young pups. And look at Greater Beckley.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great sportsmanship.
Yeah, these kids play AAU together. They all know each other. And a class act. Every player off the bench, Bill, every player off of Greater Beckley's bench just now came up and hugged Gadd. That's what high school basketball is all about.
You got it. 33 points now for Rye Gadd. And a 15-point lead for Greater Beckley. Still a lot of time left. And we've seen the firepower of the Highlanders. So Greater Beckley certainly not going to take anything for granted. Here is Nico Robinson wearing number 4 in his white shirt. Gets around the pick. High post to Cujo. Smallwood from 3. Nope, that won't go. The magic is gone. The follow-up is up and in by, I think that's Rose.
It was Rose. Rose does a lot of – Rose makes winning plays.
Boy, you talk about hustle. Look at Padmore. The big guy gets the steal. Underneath Rose, 21 for him. Boy, they have risen to the occasion.
Oh, Greater Beckley up 19. I just enjoy watching them play.
Mm-hmm.
Their intensity, they play defense. They got to help on Gadd.
Gadd's got it.
Yeah, Gadd's too good for one guy to stop. That was a defensive mistake. Not on Rose. He played him well. The other players have to come and help on a super scorer like him.
35 for Gadd. Smallwood. Now Rose from 3. Nope, that's not going to work. Followed up. Nope, Sherlock couldn't get it. And here comes Gadd. Behind the back dribble. He's feeling it now. To the corner. Triplet. Off balance shot, it's good.
Nice move by Triplett, cuts it to 15.
That's 11 for him.
Yeah, Greater Beckley just hasn't answered. Look at the passing by the big man. They got a little travel there.
Yep. It's just a fun game to watch, even though it's not that close.
No, it's not. Bill, I'm just impressed. The guards for Greater Beckley go in there and rebound. The big fella can pass the ball. Judy, another big fella, can step out and make threes. I mean, they put 5 guys on the floor that can touch the basketball. And when I mean that, touch it outside the lane, he's good.
There's Gadd again.
Yeah.
37.
37. Woo, 37.
Wow.
And down 13. I mean, 37, that's a big number.
Robinson, head of the lane, now in close. Here's Rose, off balance. Followed up, nope. Padmore followed, and he's fouled. He'll get 2.
Yeah, Padmore is a difference maker.
Oh, this has been a fun game to watch, even though Greater Beckley took early control. They led 10-0 at the outset and led by 11 at the end of the first quarter, had a 17-point halftime lead, and then Webster County got rolling. They cut it to a 9-point game, and then Smallwood hit a couple of long balls to go with 2 free throws. But Gadd has been the story for the Highlanders from Webster County, 37 unofficial points.
You know, he's scoring it, and Greater Beckley's having trouble with him, but Greater Beckley's, they share the basketball, they move it, they rebound it, they play defense. I gave you a prediction after 7 minutes of the game 1 of the year that Greater Beckley would be in the state championship game, and I'm sticking with it. I'm not saying Webster County or James Monroe can't make it there, but I'm telling you, I think Greater Beckley will be there, and this has been a great day here. Great day for basketball. And when you get 3 veteran officials on a game that you, Bill, and I'm being all serious, when a referee's doing a good job, you don't notice them. And you don't notice these guys.
You're right.
And I've always said that when the referees are doing a good job, you don't even know they're in the gym. And some of them don't like to be invisible. They like to be seen. But these 3 guys have done a tremendous job tonight.
Padmore couldn't get either foul shot, but now a whistle. Yeah, these guys, Rutledge, Mills, and Cantley, have really been on top of it today. And, you know, in talking about these kids, Bob, and I go back to the days, you know, when I was a senior at Woodrow Wilson, 1965, Beckley won the state title, and they did it with a double low post. Both these guys were 6'2", Ron Kyle and Ron Lilly. 6'2" double low post and won the state title.
And now we talk about 6'2" guards are little.
Yeah,
that's
right.
He's not 6 foot, Bill. You hear me say that all the time. Yeah. And let's go back to Caden Smallwood. What does he have now? He had 2 at half, correct?
Yeah.
He had 2 at half. I mean, he's
got 13 now.
13, so 11 here in the second half at the free throw line now. You're not going to keep a scorer like Smallwood, especially with his long-range shooting abilities down for long.
He was second-team All-Stater last year. He makes both free throws, and it's a 15-point game with 5:25 left.
And I think they're much more balanced this year. He's not going to have the scoring numbers, but his percentages will be higher this year.
Here's Rose. Layup, off balance, draws the foul.
You see the smart move, how he dove, he shot with the left hand, probably didn't have a chance of making it, but he drew the contact to get to the free throw line. And anybody with a mid-range jumper like him has to be a good free throw shooter.
He scored 21, including 4 foul shooting. John Rose, a junior, 6-footer. Here it comes, and it rolls off the side. Put the broadcasting whammy on it,
That's the
Bob.
last time this year, Bill. I'm not going to say anything. I know, that's it. I'm not going to say anything about a good free throw shooter till after they shoot it.
Until next game.
No, I'm not, Bill. I'm leaving it.
Rose again. Well, he missed them both. Padmore missed. Followed up again. Good. Who got it?
That was Smallwood again.
15 for Smallwood. And now we've got a stoppage in play. And I think one of the Highlanders players says, hey, I need some assistance.
And again, Smallwood got the bucket, but the original offensive rebound was Padmore. Kept it going. Smallwood comes in and cleans it up. 17-point lead. Now Greater Beckley will show you their full court trap defense that was so good early in this game.
Sandifer is on the bench now for the Highlanders. All right, here's Gadd. He's got 37 so far. Passes to the corner for Trey Try, and it's good.
Clevenger is going to be your next really good player from Webster County. Riley Clevenger, the sophomore, knocking that bucket down.
Greater Beckley, another chance, blocked. Another chance. Smallwood, he's hammered.
Yeah, Smallwood did a great job of going after it. Right here is the sophomore in the corner. Great pass by Gadd. Feet set. And, Bill, I got to use this slogan. My dad used to teach me all the time. Hand in the cookie jar. That's the follow-through. You put that hand in the cookie jar, and that's exactly what the young sophomore Clevenger did from the corner shot.
Smallwood nails that one. He's hit 6 of 7 foul shots this afternoon. Smallwood and Rose. What a combination for Greater Beckley. He's got that one too. 74-58. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left in the ball game. Greater Beckley 2-0 and Webster 1-0 in this young year, and there's a foul. Yeah. And the foul is going to be on 23, Triplett.
And Bill, you know we like to have fun doing these games. And when my dad used to say that to me, I thought, what is he talking about, hand in the cookie jar? And, boy, now I'm on air, and that's exactly what it looks like, a great follow-through. Looks like your hand in the cookie jar. Now, some of them that he used to get on me when I was little, I can't say on air.
I understood. And most people remember your dad, the longtime CEO of the Beckley-Raleigh County YMCA. Bob, if you're watching, we say hello to you. All right, here we go. Gadd. Oh, he was hammered as he went up for it.
Yeah, just
took one of the shot in the face.
Oh, he did. Strong player, and you don't see him complain, cry, goes to the line. Webster County's got tough kids now. You know, I think Greater Beckley, I just still don't see a weakness in Greater Beckley for a single A team. You know, when you go down through the boxes, do they have good guard play for late in the game? Yes, they do. Do they have good big men? Yes, they do. Do they have a deep team? They go 8, maybe 9 deep. They check all of the boxes.
And we're going to check the commercial box. We'll be back with more play-by-play from Greater Beckley Gymnasium, but first this from Video Productions.
My feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
Be prepared for your next power outage. Call Childers Enterprises for a new in-home Generac generator.
Along with Coach Bob Boland, this is Bill O'Brien. Glad to have you aboard. We're approaching the middle part of the fourth quarter, and Greater Beckley with the lead. They've led the entire game, but the Highlanders from Webster County are not going away. There's the second of 2 free throws in for Gadd. 38 points for him. I'm running out of room on my score sheet. 15-point game.
We got a white table here. You can just keep writing out to the side of it and hold your book.
Off balance, couple of shots off balance. The Highlanders have not given up by any stretch of the imagination, and a held ball now. And the possession arrow pointed toward us.
Well, Bill, if you take away the first 2 minutes of the game, when Greater Beckley was up 10-0, it's been a 5-point game.
Well, you're right.
But you just start out with a run like that, it's hard to overcome.
Triplett banked it in. Banked it high off the iron to go through.
I like
Triplett. Boy, he's looking good, 13.
Yes, I like Triplett. Another sophomore. So what Coach Gray told you earlier is true. They're going to be good for a few years to come here.
Out of bounds to Webster County. So they're only down by 13, as we mentioned in the third quarter. Greater Beckley had a 20-point lead, and in the space of a little over a minute, that lead had been cut in half. In fact, down to 9. Now it's 13. Up ahead they come. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Greater Beckley's Wilson, and that's his third. Starting to get into foul trouble now.
Yeah, Wilson didn't agree with that call, but I thought he was still sliding to the left. Referee Scott Cantley, I thought he got that one right, too. I'm going to say they missed one here in a minute just to say it.
You don't want to give them the big head, huh?
Yeah,
and a 30-second timeout.
Another wet spot over here on the court, Bill. 30 there, took a tumble. Dakota Blankenship just now.
Mm-hmm.
They're all out there, and it's so odd for it to be so warm in December here, and that's what's going on. We got a good crowd in here. It's warm, and the floor's becoming slick, and now you can put all those good words. What is it? Condensation.
That.
You can hit all that good stuff, Bill. All I know is it's hot in December and that court's slick.
And you know what's crazy about this, Bob, even though I know some of you are going to watch this not live, it's going to be 60 now, and it's going to snow overnight. I mean, we're not going to get any accumulation, but tonight it's going to get down to freezing.
Why'd you have to tell me that, Bill?
Sorry.
Gad.
Gad from 3 off the back brace. And here we come, Wilson. Fast break try, layup, nope. Followed up, yes. And that was Rose.
Rose. I mean, he's everywhere. I tell you, that's a tough kid.
23 points for him. Another big bucket that makes it a 15-point game for the Crusaders. And that time, Triplett couldn't hang on to his dribble.
Bill, I came out here for Brian Helton in September and October about 5 years ago, and Rose was in the 8th grade. And he would always try to jump in these drills, and he was 4'10" or something. Little tiny guy, and boy, as he developed. Oh, my goodness.
Whoa,
Smallwood.
I hope we got that on replay.
Smallwood with a sweet left-handed reverse layup.
It gives him 20 points. And a 17-point game. Here's Gad. Gad shooting, missing. Not quite as hot as he was earlier. That one's not there. Highlanders still keep it. McMillan. Short shot, no. Gad again, nope.
Yeah, that's using his size.
Here we go.
Yeah, no fadeaway there by Gad. What's that taking to, 41?
Yeah.
Yeah, using his.
Oh, look at that.
Boy.
Wow. 80-63 with 2:24 left. Got a replay?
Oh, let's take a look at it. The first one here just happened. Look at him hang in the air, draw the contact. Wow, what a move. What a move by the young fella. And we're going to test our producer's credibility here in a second. I'm dying to see the reverse layup by Caden Smallwood. I don't think we can go back that far, Bill.
Okay. Kendrick Wilson, 3 out of 4 foul shooting, and that one's good.
Yeah.
$15 points for Wilson. 81-63. We approach 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Wow, there's 2 more for Gad. That's 43.
Yeah, he's a player.
Smallwood to the big guy, Padmore. Short layup. Yeah. Padmore scores. 8 for him from the floor.
What did Greater Beckley have the other night? 94?
They did.
They have 83.
They won by 20.
Yeah, and they have 83 right now. Well, they're putting some numbers up, Bill.
Mm-hmm. These guys know how to play the game. Off the iron, no good that time by Triplett. Greater Beckley fast break, layup, count it. That's Mr. Wilson again.
Yeah, Kendrick Wilson. He has all the floaters, left hand, right hand, either side of the basket, up, down the middle of the court. He has every floater known to man. This kid can just score. Great defensive play by Padmore.
Gad was blocked. 20-point lead. Wilson layup, and he's got it.
Yeah, Wilson again hanging in the air as a timeout. And I guess I have to eat my words. What did I want? That reverse by Smallwood. Hangs in the air. Sweet left-hand reverse. We won't question video production instant replay again.
Andrew Boland, nice job, my man. And Butch Mounts, who put all this together, our executive producer and founder. And a 22-point lead. That's the longest of the afternoon for GBC. 1:15 left, and we've got a timeout, but we're going to keep it right here and remind you we're going to be back here on Tuesday for another Greater Beckley game. And also we want to mention about Little General's Battle for the Armory. That'll be at the Raleigh County Convention Center coming up on the 28th of this month. Liberty and Greater Beckley will play for the Pepsi Championship at 2 o'clock on the 28th. Plus Wyoming East and Princeton plays that afternoon, and then that night a doubleheader.
No, I'm just picking your stuff up, Bill, because you have no notes and you're just running this stuff down.
I'm looking at the door.
Where?
Right there.
Where? I don't. Oh, up there. I got ready to say, hey, now I know the nightcaps, Bill. We got Cabell Midland against Shady Spring, and we got Woodrow Wilson against Charleston Catholic. I knew the nightcaps, but boy, you come out with the first four, and I'm picking up your notepad. Hey, that's impressive. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for being honest. I'd have never told the truth on that.
There's a sign on the door right near where we're broadcasting. Here's a runner on the way, no good, by the Highlanders, and here comes Greater Beckley. And that's Landon Rose, the sophomore, number 2. So youngsters into the lineup. That's a 3-ball on the way, no good by Rose. And the Highlanders get it. Less than a minute to play. And a 22-point game for the Crusaders. It's an air ball, followed up and in by Hardway. His second bucket, and the lead is 20. So Greater Beckley's going to go to 3-0, and Webster will go to 1-1, but this Webster team's very good.
Yeah, and you don't hold it here. You got your sub. You don't hold it. You play. That's not Rose, and that's the little brother Rose, and he's got a good 3-point shot. If he gets open, you better go ahead and count it. Whoa!
Nice.
Beautiful move by
Isaac Cutlip.
The 5'11 freshman with a great move.
Last shot coming. That's an air ball by Everett Woodson, the freshman, and that will wrap it up. Greater Beckley 87 and Webster County 69. We will take a commercial break. We'll be back and we'll recap the scoring in just a couple of minutes. You're watching Video Productions coverage of high school basketball, and we're glad to have you aboard. Be right back.
LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience. 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Okay, we're back now, and the final score was 87-69. And let's check the individuals for Greater Beckley. John Rose with 23 points on the afternoon, 13 of those in the first half. 23 for Rose, leading the Crusaders scoring. Caden Smallwood had 21 points. 18 of those came in the second half, and 8 of those points came at crunch time when Webster County had eliminated a 20-point lead and had reduced it to 9. Kendrick Wilson scored 19. Sherlock Padmore was held to 8. Nico Robinson had 2. Michael Judy with 6. Azel Carmichael had 4 points. For Webster County, the big gun was Rye Gadd. I had him with 43 points this afternoon, including his 1,000th point for the Webster County Highlanders. 5 points for Clevenger. Triplett had 3 long balls and 2 two-pointers, so he wound up with 13. Hardway with 4, Blankenship with 1, McMillan had 2. 87-69, that's the final score. Here's Bob Boland.
Yeah, Bill, it was a tremendous game. Webster County top 5 team in the state. One of the best players in the state, Rye Gadd, came down here and they competed. But Greater Beckley has got the inside game with Padmore in there. They got the outside game with the quick guard play Caden Smallwood launching the bombs, Kidrick Wilson and Miko Robinson able to hang in the air and get to the bucket, and then John Rose, the king of the mid-range jump shot. So they have the whole floor covered, and then defensively they play hard. Now talk about the team things. They share the ball, they rebound well, they can play multiple defenses, they can press full court, they can get into their half court, they've even showed a little zone. So they're a very versatile team, they're a very unselfish team, and right now, you know, that coaches poll will come out next week, but that poll needs to have Greater Beckley number 1 in the state in single A without a doubt.
Greater Beckley started off with a 10-0 run to begin the game. They advanced it to an 11-point lead at the end of the first. They had a 17-point lead at halftime and advanced it to 20 points in the third quarter before Webster County cut it to 9. But then Greater Beckley turned it on, and 8 players hit the scoring column. Smallwood, Wilson, and John Rose. Rose leading the way, but those big 3 guns got it done to offset Webster County's big guy, Rye Gadd. And I'm going over his stats again. I might have misspoken. It looks like maybe 42 instead of 43. Nevertheless,
I didn't know you could count that far, Bill.
That's when I've run out of fingers and toes.
You look at you. You didn't leave enough room on your score sheet. Hey, Bill, before you put a bow on this thing, I got to throw this out there. Video production did 7 games last night.
Wow.
7 games, and that's a top for us. And they were all over the place. A buzzer beater, Woodrow beating Greenbrier East, Shady dominating Huntington down at West Virginia State, Logan with a big win at their home down. And tonight, you know, when you cut this one off, just switch over. We have Shady at Logan at 5 o'clock today. So you can just sit there at home, watch video production all night. You know, I'm really proud of this company. And Butch Mounce is just a number 1 first-class guy, and the company's on a grow. 7 games in the night, Bill.
Incredible. Well, it's fun to be part of it. Thanks for asking me.
We love having you.
Well, we got to tell the folks who got us on the air here, a guy named Bolin, Andrew Bolin, working with us today, and Nick Eskins. We thank him for his help in the preparation of our telecast. That'll do it from the Greater Beckley Christian Gymnasium. Final score, Crusaders 87, Webster County 69. For Coach Bob Bolin, this is Bill O'Brien. Thanks for tuning in. Have a copacetic weekend.